want to share this recipe with you guys. I get a lot of requests for this recipe, and so I want to share it. Today is January the 1st, 2021. Thank the good Lord that 2020 is behind us. So we're going to get started, and this is my helper, Savannah Pugh. Hey Savannah, she's my daughter, and she does all the tasting for me, because test tasting, because I do not eat mayonnaise. I do not like mayo whatsoever in anything that I eat. I'm not sure why I don't like mayonnaise, but I just do not like mayonnaise. So this girl loves mayonnaise, so she tastes everything that I cook with mayo in it. Taste, we'll get that right. Taste test, okay. All right, so here we go. She's whispering to me to get it right, taste test. So we have our carrot in here. We're gonna go ahead and grind it. So go ahead, Sissy, mash that. All right, so let's cut our cabbage. And what I always do when I'm cutting my cabbage up is I like to cut this core out. This baby right here, the core is a little bitter, and you don't want that bitterness in your slaw. So I'll take it, and you can see where it runs up through the middle of the head of cabbage, and I'll just cut that as much of that out as I can. And so there you go, there's the core. You really don't want the core in there. And then I'll just take these and cut them up in larger chunks that'll fit into my food processor. And all right, go ahead. Just let me get the push bar for you. That'll make it a little easier. Okay, let's put this little gadget on there. All right, go ahead. All right. I'm having some problems with this food processor this morning, but you can see we're just shredding this cabbage up. Piece. All right. Okay. And sometimes your bowl will get full in your processor, and you have to take your hand off the trigger. Take your bowl and empty it before you get all your cabbage cut there. So we'll put our cutter back in, and I was telling Savannah, take your hand off the trigger. I do not want to get my fingers shredded today. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's make this one a little smaller. Seem to have a little trouble there. Okay. Having a little trouble with our food processor. It's busted on the side over here. I've got to get another one. So I'm having to jerry rig it. All right. Okay. There enough. Okay. So we got our cabbage shredded, and it always makes a mess. Shredding cabbage is just a messy situation. So we're going to take all this and throw it away. Let's do this for a minute. Okay, so let's get to the good stuff here. So this is what it should look like when you get through shredding it in your food processor. We'll just mix the carrot, that one carrot up. Normally 1 carrot per couple of heads of cabbage will do. You don't want too much carrot in there. The carrot will have a tendency to turn your slaw brown. And all right, let's just set that over there out of your way. No. Okay, I think it'll be all right there. Okay, so we're gonna start adding our ingredients here. And so first we're gonna add some sweet pickle relish. And you can see I've got sweet pickle relish here, pretty large jar of it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 4. See, that's not really a tablespoon there. It's like 2 tablespoons, I believe, that larger spoon there. So it's like 8 tablespoons, okay? Of pickle relish to a head of cabbage. I don't really measure anything out. I just kind of eyeball it. And now we're going to go with the mayo. The one thing that I hate more than anything in this world in my food is mayo. So here we go. We're going to go with, you don't want to put too much mayo here. It can make it watery. But you want enough to coat the slaw. And okay, so I've got the mayo in there. Now we're going to put the secret ingredient. Guys, the secret ingredient is just sugar. Okay? So I always put like 1 cup of sugar per head of cabbage. That's the secret ingredient, is sugar. And you can put, actually you can put more if you like. It really brings the flavor out of the cabbage. We're going to put some salt. So I don't measure. And the reason I don't measure is because every head of cabbage is different. Sometimes you get a head of cabbage that's real tight and not a lot of moisture in it. Sometimes you get a cabbage that's real loose with a lot of moisture in it. So it just really depends on the cabbage you buying and how much cabbage you yield after you grind the cabbage up. And I'm going to put a little black pepper. Okay. All right, so let's mix that up, Sissy. That's it. So we'll mix that up and see if that's going to be enough mayo in there for us. If it's not, we'll add a little bit more. It will fool you sometimes. It'll seem like it's going to be dry, but just keep mixing it and see how it turns out. Get that mayo mixed in there really, really good. So Savannah's doing a fine job. And this is good. Help you out here a little bit. You need a large bowl for this too. It takes a lot of mixing to get this to come together. Okay. Okay. So Savannah's trying to figure out if she got enough mayo in here or not. And it looks like it's pretty moist. And like I said, you don't want to put too much mayo in your slaw. You just want to coat the cabbage. And we'll get a spoon here for Savannah to taste test it. And now that the flavor is going to, enhance the longer this sets up, so we'll put it in the fridge. And tomorrow, you got to eat that much, not that much, not that much, just a little bit. Okay. So she's going to let me know, has it got plenty of salt? Can you taste the pickle relish? A little bit more salt?
Pickle relish.
You need any more salt?
Yeah.
You need more salt? Okay, so she says it needs a little bit more salt.
Barely.
So we'll put a little bit more sea salt in here.
More pickle relish.
And a little more pickle relish, she says. Okay.
One or two.
All right, so I've dirtied up all my spoons. Let's see, I can wipe the mayo off of this one and use it. And we're gonna put a little more pickle relish in there. Okay, well, let's stir that up. Okay, so this is how it's looking. Anybody can see that. This is how the slaw is starting to turn out. And get a close-up shot so you guys can tell about how much mayo that you want in here. You see that? It's not drowning in mayo, but it's just coated. Okay. And I think that's going to do it for our coleslaw. You want to have another taste? Cannot get that word out this morning. All right, Savannah says it's good to go. So if Savannah says it's good to go, it's good to go because she is the one that is the coleslaw expert. So anyway, enjoyed having you guys, and hope you enjoyed the coleslaw. If you have any comments, just let me know, or any questions, just let me know. Thank you.